Hey, what's up, team? Today we traded live RBLX long and SPY long, and I'm going to do trade breakdowns, trade reviews on both of those callouts, why they made the watch list, why they were called out where they were. Let's go through the profits, right? You are all absolutely killing it. 10% SPY calls, 25%, 15%, 22%, 20%, 20%. I love the focus even on the stocks that I didn't call out that were on the watch list, like on AMD. Right? 25%, 13%. First trade here in the server, 15% on a SPY call. Beautiful. 15% on RBLX, 17%, 30%, 15%, 20%. It just keeps going. Absolutely loving the micro focus on these stocks. You know, that right there is a testament to how you can micro focus and trade a streamlined system and be successful. You know, what we do here in this server works. All that you need to do is master the system and follow along. It doesn't have to be overly complicated. But if you still think it is complicated, that's why I'm here to trade live with you twice a week. So let's talk about the SPY callouts and why it made the watch list, all that good stuff. So SPY on the watch list today was originally a short idea. If we go over to the day trade watch list, it was a short idea below $388. You know, obviously, if we're looking at the daily chart on SPY, like this thing has been beaten up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days, 6 days now of dropping. We kind of figured that there would be some sort of rally going into today, some sort of relief rally just to relieve all of this selling pressure. It was a tough day because the market had gapped down, and so we didn't necessarily want to short because the market is down so much already, but we also didn't necessarily want to go long on a market that's looking weak. So it was a short idea below $388, right? And if I'm flipping this to the 1 minute time frame, you're thinking, well, hold up, Gates, it did break 388. Why not take this trade short? And the truth is, we were about to. We were thinking about going short on SPY had it rejected 388. What changed our mind is the fact that it did not reject 388. It broke over. So we don't trade in the first 5 minutes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's our drop down to 388. Started to look like it was going to bounce and then flush below. Right, so if you're not short on this candle, if you're not market buying into that weakness, you're not getting a profit on that short trade idea. So you should not be chasing this move down below 388. What you should always do, and what we were doing in real time, is wait for the rally and look to short the rally off of the rejection. Right, so we had put contracts loaded up. We were ready to go short on this, but then the next candle breaks 388. And then I started looking at this and I go, okay, well, this is a strategy that I like to utilize called the trend line break strategy. And the way that it works is that you draw a trend line from the top of the rally, the most recent rally, the top of the rally, connecting the first rally. So the top of the rally, connecting the first rally all the way down, and you get a trend line that looks like that. And the way that this strategy works is that the moment that you get a break of that trend line, you may be looking at a possible trend change. So when SPY broke this trend line, we were like, okay, hold up. Maybe let's hold off on the shorts, on the short idea, on buying puts, and just see what's going to happen here. SPY then put in a big green candle. So why not go long here? Well, because it could have faked us out, right? We didn't want to prematurely go long down here just to watch it fall, because at that time we were still below or right at 388. So we wanted to wait for confirmation. So not only did we get a break of the downward trend line, but we also got, so that's point number 1, break of the downward trend line. We also got a reclaim of our short trigger at 388. That's point number 2. And we got higher highs put in. So not only you know, are we breaking the downward trend line, but we're breaking the trend in total, because the trend at this time was a high, lower high, lower high, and then all of a sudden we get this big green candle putting in a higher high. So what I said was, let's no longer look to short, right? This is over $388. It's reclaiming, it's putting in higher highs. We're breaking the downward trend line. We're not going to look to short this. We're going to go long on the dip with a stop loss at 388. So that's exactly what we did. We went long on the dip at 388 for the run up to the high of day. Wound up hitting, I think, 20 or 30% on those contracts. We knew to sell up here because high of day is always going to be a likely point of resistance, right? Always going to be a likely point of resistance. So there are a couple of different profit-taking strategies that I like to utilize. One of them being just go ahead and take profits at 20%. Another profit target strategy being, high of day or low of day. So high of day was hit, 20% was hit. That was our trade. Long at the break of 388 on the dip with a stop loss at 388 for the run up to the high of day. So essentially, we were risking 0.15% for the potential to gain 0.5%. That's good risk to reward right there. All right, so that was our trade on SPY, right? Very kind of cut and dry. Executed live with the team flawlessly. Beautiful, beautiful. I'm so glad that that worked out for us all. RBLX, number 2. This trade is a monster, and it's still going right now. I mean, literally as I'm talking, it's making another high of day. So what was our trade idea on RBLX? Let's pull up the watch list for today. It was a long idea over 25. Why did RBLX even make the watch list in the first place? Well, it had earnings yesterday, right? We had earnings yesterday, and RBLX made this massive run up. And it did pull back, yes, but it held up the majority of the gains that it made throughout the day. So what I was looking at today as RBLX was opening lower was I was looking to take this long maybe over $24, but I felt like that was too close to where the stock was currently trading at in the pre-market session. So what I wanted to do is move that price point up to 25. I wanted to move that price point up to 25 to make sure that we weren't going to get faked out on a rejection of 25. And we see that RBLX yesterday had support in this area. 25 is a level that I would not consider a whole number by definition, but it is a level that I would consider to be a psychological point. Like 25, 50, 75. I mean, it's just a quarter, right? So it would be one of those psychological levels anyways. So I set the long trigger at 25, and we're going to flip this to the 1 minute time frame. So originally, I thought we missed the trade. I really did. We saw this run up to 25, lots of consolidation, and the break right here. And this is where I started talking about it. I was like, dang, RBLX, we just missed the pennant breakout at the trigger level. That would have been a beautiful trade to catch. I was like, we just missed that pennant breakout over the trigger. Maybe we'll get a pullback, maybe not, I don't know. Let's see what happens. And sure enough, we got that perfect dip pullback to 25. So what we did was, since this was kind of flirting with 25, instead of setting a stop loss at 25 because that would be too close, we just set a stop loss down here at 24.5, and we went long on this candle right here on the drop down. Anywhere that you took an entry within this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 minutes, 7 to 8 minutes or so, anywhere that you took an entry would have been fine because it was consolidating at that time. Then we get a break of this downtrend with higher highs putting in. We got the run up to the high of day. I muffed this trade personally really bad because I knew the moment that I sold, I probably should have just scaled out. I wound up taking my profits, I think, right at 20%, which was close to the high of day at that time. And then immediately I go, oh, I probably sold too early, but that's all right, right? We're base hit traders, and we can expect to hit 20% every day. We cannot expect to hit 200% every day. But in the event that you did hold, those contracts did run 200. Wow, it's still moving. Those contracts did run 200%, probably over that now. So RBLX, yeah, just cut and dry earnings post. It was a post earnings continuation trade idea with a long idea over 25. We caught the dip entry for the run back up, and managed the risk. Again, I want to give you all a shout out in the profits channel because it's showing me when you all take these trades. Look, oh yeah, somehow I'm up 600% on RBLX. That's crazy. That's awesome right there. When you're taking these trades that I briefly mentioned, I was talking about Tesla, and some of you took Tesla today. when you're taking these trades on Tesla or even something like on Amazon or Nvidia or SQ, like, it's telling me that the strategies that I'm teaching in this server really are working to create the persona of a self-sufficient trader. You know, that's who you are, and that's who you are becoming. So I love the growth. You know, some of you I've seen in this server for years start off with these teeny tiny gains, and then now you're posting multiple thousands of dollars gains per day, and I absolutely love it. So keep up the good work. Quick shout out to all of you all. And I want to also ask you for a favor. If while you're here, press that like button for me. You know, I spend my time making these videos for you. This is good quality course content, and a lot of traders that are out there that run Discord servers or this and that, they're not going to teach you all of this stuff, or maybe even explain it the way that I do. So press that like button for me. That's all that I ask in return for making these videos. I do appreciate your time. 1K account challenge starts next week, next Monday, May 16th. That was the last thing I have to mention. If you want to join in on this account challenge, I recommend that you get into the Discord server early. Today, tomorrow, sometime this weekend, because when you join, there will be a 3-hour training program that you are responsible for knowing. If you ask questions that are answered in that training program, I'm going to refer you to that training program. But it is there to help you. It is there to help you trade my watch list effectively, without the need for me even calling trades out. You know, we traded these live today. I called them out live today, but you didn't need me to call them out if you knew and mastered the watch list training rules. So if you're wanting to get in on that challenge, highly, highly recommend that you get in the server early so that you have time to study this stuff and master it and learn it before the actual challenge starts. All right, that's it. That's all that I have. Thank you for your time. I hope you enjoyed the video and the content. Press the like button for me, and I'll see you all in chat. Take care.